Peace, my family, and we're all back to all. And those coming out of that good cocoon for the first time, welcome. This is your girl, the butterfly, and we about to take off. Let's fly. Just want to send you all that good healing energy your way. Peace, love, happiness, harmony, and abundance. Hope you guys are out there keeping your mind right. And that good, not mine. How y'all feeling today? Hope you guys are keeping yourselves at a higher nature, moving into your higher nature, and most definitely cleansing the lows. I came out here today to share another clip from my master teacher's book called The Mind by our master teacher. And this right here will most definitely help you on this good journey with them. So I just thought that I'd share. And it goes like this. Scroll 11, the mind. 19 times 11 equals 209. Lo, O Nubians, I am now about to embark you on a journey of understanding one of the best gifts that has been given to your species. And that is the mind. The mind is neither visible nor tangible. It exists not in the physical body. Let me repeat that. It exists not in the physical body, as does the brain, but in the spiritual plane, or what's called the mental plane. Its multitude cannot be measured, for it carries all feelings, ideas, and impressions from this life, as well as intuitive knowledge of what is to come. It is the mind that must be quelled and controlled in order to achieve that true peace of union. The mind acts justly to its desires and does not care about consequence. Remember that. It thinks of some pleasant looking or pleasant looking tasting food and must have some. When warned of the poisons it contains, the reaction is to disregard the warning, find some excuse and eat it anyway. However, the self-pure consciousness, which is beyond the mind, which is read from the mental, is the witness of all that is perceived, the plane of truth, and about it, the plane of reality. But it neither acts nor reacts, for all action and reactions takes place in the mind, which received its info from the mental reservoir. Check out the Holy Tablets, chapter 7, and it's on my channel. Appearing and arriving as thought wave to the mind, thought, the most powerful force in the universe. Thought, the most powerful force in the universe. Initiates all action to the brain. Activity carried out on the nasut, the physical plane, the plane that we're in right now, the abode of mortals, in which ye abide, or which ye abode, is only a mirror of the inner workings of the mind, that which is assumed to be reality. That which is assumed to be reality. That which is assumed to be reality. The physical environment in which each person lives is only a projection of the mind. In truth, when the many mental modifications are resisted, one is no longer affected by the comings and goings of the world, and self shines forth in undisturbed purity, when the thought waves are stilled. Again, when the thought waves are stilled, the perceiver rests in his or her own true nature. That state of pure consciousness is achieved when the mind is no longer modified by the activities of the thought waves. When the waves of like a lake are stilled, one can see the bottom clearly. Likewise, when the thought waves of the mind subside, one's essential nature becomes evident. With the sincere, or with the surrender of the ego, let me repeat that, scratch the sincere. With the surrender of the ego, the individual becomes an instrument in the hands of El Elo, the Most High. So let me repeat that. With the surrender of the ego, the individual becomes an instrument in the hands of El Elo, the Most High. He or she takes neither credit nor blame for his or her actions. For El Elo, the Most High, does the action. Devotee thinks of nothing but El Elo, the Most High. El Elo, the Most High, is his or her constant thought wave and fills every mental space. Control of the mind and going into the ego. The ego are the essence of all spiritual disciplines. So the annihilation of the ego are all the essence of all spiritual disciplines, including mental ones or including emotional ones. Even on an essentially emotional path, the intellect must not be negated, for it is disregarded when one degrades in fanic or fanaticism. If, on the other hand, it is transcended, the devotee experiences the highest state of supreme devotion or devotal ecstasy. Your emotions, or your motivation. Your motivation should be the simple desire to love and serve the El Elo, the Most High. So let me repeat that and scratch the emotions part. So it says this: your motivation should be the simple desire to love, to serve El Elo, the Most High. That's it. Only with this attitude will the ego disappear. One cannot contain liberation until all desires, including spiritual desire itself, have been burned. Pure peace is devoid. Pure peace is devoid of desire, ignorance, and emotion. Desire, ignorance, and emotion die equals death. So pure love is the love united by pure love is love united, and pure love is love untied by lust, and it is difficult to develop. So let me read that. Pure love is love untied by lust, and it is difficult to develop. Encompassing a pure desire to touch and embrace his or her physical and astral form. This is encountered frequently in the poetry and writings of the ancient majestic order of Melchizedek. the true mystic. If one mortal innocent calls another a fool, it is only a verbalization, a vibration in the air. But what a thundering thought wave it creates. One simple unreal word wreaks havoc, throwing the physical and mental bodies into chaos, destroying all happiness and peace. One is not a fool because he or she is called a fool. If a person were called a donkey, he or she would not be, or he or she would not grow longer ears and a tail. Yet it is not usual or unusual for people to react. Yet it is not unusual for people to react to anger to such statement, and in the process actually give validity to them. The mind attributes meanings to words by which the delicate degree of difference of the words are perceived by any of the senses, or by the mind giving them a false reality. Such reactions to meaningless vibrations is the cause of countless human troubles. Overreaction to words and jumping to conclusions are weaknesses of the mind. The thought waves must be restrained at all times. One must be particularly wary of praise, for this too is verbal delusion. The ego is ever ready to pounce on any opportunity to see itself as better or different from others. Not everyone is going to feel the same way as one who beswells a compliment. And in criticism will be heard sooner or later. But true happiness should not rest on praise or abuse. For in all conditions, your true essence is beyond qualities and beyond change. As water may become steam or ice, it still retains its underlining essence. The weaker a person, so let me repeat that. The weaker a person is less restrained, and he or she has over verbal essence. So let's rewind back. First, as water may become steam or ice, it still retains its underlying essence. The weaker a person is, the less restraints he or she has over verbal essence. Then the mind is not concentrated. The perceiver identifies with the modification. Then thought waves arise. There is the immediate tendency to identify with it. The thought waves are spawns a host of others, and the mind is a slave in its preoccupations, identifying with the same problem wherever it is. The thought waves gives rise to countless others, all in search of happiness. But in fact, it is only the foolish, for the very rising of thoughts themselves destroys the peace that the mind craves. There are 5 types of thought waves, some of which are powerful, some of which are painful, and some which are not. Some of which are painful and some of which are not. The 5 kinds of thought waves are right knowledge, erroneous understanding, verbal delusion, sleep, memory, correct perception, interface, and testimonial of proofs of correct knowledge. The right knowledge, that is, knowledge based on facts, can be proven in 3 ways. But none of the proofs may contradict one another. Examine yourself. Next time that you are angry or miserable, reason out and note the modification of the mind, gaining freedom for verbal delusion, essential for strengthening the mind. This is wisdom. I am a student of a great teacher. All right, put this in your heart. It is wisdom that I give to you. I am a student of a great teacher. I walk with the teacher. I talk with the teacher. I learn from the teacher. And, of course, I learn to love the teacher. Eventually, an enemy comes and kills the teacher. Correct? And it transforms me from a student to a revengeful man. And I get a new attribute. And I want revenge on the man or thing that killed my teacher. And I set out on a journey throughout the world seeking out the man who killed my teacher. And I'm motivated by that purpose. I'm going to kill the man because he or she killed my teacher. That's why I'm doing it. I'm not a killer by nature. I made myself a killer, and I have a justified reason now. I'm going to kill this man. Why will you kill this man? Question. Because he or she killed my teacher, and that is my reason. That's my sole reason. So after long hunting and travels and pursuits, I finally cornered this man. You follow me? Question. And I look him straight in his eyes as I take out my sword. The man has terror in his eyes because he knows how close he is to death. And as I raise the sword, I get the satisfaction of being able to end his quest and relieve myself of this anger towards this man who killed my teacher. And that is the reason why I'm going to kill this man. That is the only reason. Can you overstand that? Can you overstand that? Question. The man in fright and terror honks and spits in my face. What do I do now? Question. Should I walk away? And if so, should you say, I pursued this man for 30 years and I finally got him cornered. The man who killed my teacher. He cut off my source of divinity or my connection with the divine, and I want to kill him for that purpose only, because he or she has interfered with my journey. What do I do when he or she honks and spits in my face? Question. Do you say thank you? Question. Yes, you say thank you. Why do I thank him? Because you have another reason to kill him. And if you kill him on behalf of yourself and not your teacher, then you will be a killer and not an avenger. That's a thought. You have another reason to kill him. Something make you realize that it's stupid chasing him. Something make you realize that it's stupid chasing him. To kill him just for spitting in your face. How did he or she make you realize it's stupid? Question. What do you do when this man honks and spits in your face? Question. You've already got your sword out, ready to chop his head off because he or she killed your teacher. And you cut your divinity or your source of divinity. How he or she has the audacity to spit in your face? Question. Do you kill him? Question. Why would you kill him? Why wouldn't you just walk away? Question. I would walk away. Walking away would be right. But you don't know why you are right, and that's what makes you wrong. So let me repeat that. I would walk away. Walking away would be right, but you don't know why you are right, and that makes it wrong. You are right. Just say, I walk away. I took my sword, put it away, and I walked around and walked away. I turned around and walked away, and that's right. For you have to know why you're right. Otherwise, it's wrong. You don't understand. The reason why it's right is because my reason for pursuing this man all these years is because he or she killed my teacher, not because he or she spit in my face, and I would have to leave this man and so back to where I started and regroup and reasoning and how to pursue him because he or she spit in my face. Otherwise, if I kill him, become a killer for the wrong reasons, for the wrong reasons. Thus, justifications defeat themselves. The wisdom is a holy Enosite, a mortal, was once insulted in front of his or her disciple by a non-believer who spit upon his face several times. Not one muscle twitched, nor did his calm facial expression change, because he did not identify with this physical shock. His mind was centered in El Elo, the Most High. Can you imagine the strength of that mind question? No matter what was done to him, he responded with one thought, that of pure love. A true Elohim will not react in anger, for to him insult and praise are the same. And it goes into suppression jams up violent emotions. For various reasons, people abuse suppressing anger or pain by smiling and carrying a stiff upper lip. The restrained thought waves must be given an outlet. They must be subliminal and channeled into such uplifting activities as chanting, repetition, exercise, singing, meditation on opposite positive thoughts. Mind your mind for the jewels of yourself. So that right there was the end of that scroll. And again, if you want to check this out for yourself, you can check it out on my channel under the Mind and Be Nourished. And again, if you have any questions, you can leave it in the comment section or you can email me. I'll be happy to answer. And on that note, right knowledge is for you to take in, examine, research, identify what resonates with you, and of course begin to apply it to your life to make the changes and get your mind right. That's what this is all about. So again, you can raise your consciousness levels up. That's what we're here for, to raise our consciousness levels. So I'm gonna leave it at that. And you are encouraged and most definitely loved beyond this world. I hope you know that. Begin to speak the truth and spread the love, because it's most needed on this planet. Be true to yourself. Release the fears. Move in love. And again, show love out here. Rise higher than the fears and the hate. And on that note, peace, love, happiness, harmony, abundance. Free our master teacher, Dr. Malachi C. L. And shalom, peace, Wadil.